Welcome. Have you ever stopped to wonder why certain insects show up in your house at random times? You might brush it off as just a coincidence. But what if I told you there's more to it than that? What if these tiny creatures are not just insects? They might be carrying messages from the universe, God, or even some spiritual force. Sounds interesting, right? Throughout history, insects have been seen as messengers from the divine, often carrying symbols and meanings meant to guide us. In fact, once you start paying attention to the insects around you, you might realize that they have been trying to communicate with you all along. If you take a moment to think about it, everything in life exists as energy vibrating at different frequencies. This is a concept supported by modern science, but it's also something spiritual traditions have recognized for thousands of years. Even in ancient texts, like those of Jesus, there are references to the kingdom of heaven being all around us. What if this kingdom is actually a field of energy, an invisible spiritual presence that shapes everything in our lives? So, when an insect unexpectedly enters your home, it may not be just an ordinary random occurrence. It could be the universe nudging you, offering you guidance, or giving you a sign. These small creatures are often more connected to nature and the spiritual world than we realize, and by being aware of their presence, we may start to uncover hidden messages about our lives, our purpose, and the changes we're going through. But how can you tell the difference between a simple bug and one that's trying to send you a message? The key is noticing patterns and unusual appearances. If a certain insect keeps showing up in places where it normally doesn't, that could be a sign that it's trying to convey something. You see, these insects aren't just mindlessly buzzing around. They may be deeply connected to your spiritual journey. They can serve as symbolic messengers, offering wisdom and insight into your path. By understanding the spiritual meanings of different insects, you can begin to decode the messages they might be sending. Let's dive into the deeper meanings behind some common insects you might encounter and explore what they could be trying to tell you. Take the bee, for example. Bees have been revered in many cultures for centuries, and they are often seen as symbols of hard work, focus, and prosperity. We all know bees are essential for pollination, making them a key player in ensuring life continues on Earth. But did you know that if a bee unexpectedly enters your home, especially if there are no beehives nearby, it's more than just a random event? It's a powerful symbol. The appearance of a bee may be a sign that the work you've been putting into your goals is starting to pay off. Your dreams and aspirations are beginning to take shape, and your home, symbolically, is ready to blossom. In ancient Greece, bees were seen as sacred creatures, closely associated with the gods, especially Artemis, the goddess of nature. In some legends, bees were believed to guide lost travelers to sacred places, serving as protectors and divine guides. So, if a bee visits you, don't panic. It's actually a sign that you're on the right path, and prosperity is on its way. In many cultures, bees are also considered messengers from loved ones who have passed on, reminding you that you're being supported by the wisdom and love of those who came before you. Next, let's talk about ants. Ants are another insect that carries a lot of symbolic weight. They're often associated with diligence, hard work, and cooperation. You might notice that ants work together in a very structured way, and this makes them great symbols of teamwork and persistence. But what you might not know is that the color of the ant can change the message. If you see black ants, it's a sign that your hard work and efforts are being recognized by the universe. It's a message telling you to keep going because your dedication is about to be rewarded. But if you see red ants, it's a different story. Red ants are seen as a warning sign. They may be telling you that difficulties are ahead and urging you to be careful and not rush into decisions that could have serious consequences. If you suddenly see red ants where you usually don't, it's a sign to slow down and reassess your next steps. Ants also remind us of the importance of community working together with others to achieve common goals. They teach us patience and the value of perseverance, showing that long-term success often requires steady collective effort. Ladybugs, with their vibrant red shells and distinctive black spots, are often seen as symbols of good luck, love, and divine protection. In many cultures, ladybugs are believed to bring blessings and positive energy. If you find a ladybug on you, it's not just a cute surprise. It's a sign that the universe is looking out for you. And if you see two ladybugs together, it's an even stronger sign. In fact, seeing two ladybugs is believed to be a double blessing, meaning that good fortune and abundance are on their way to you. In some spiritual traditions, ladybugs are seen as angelic messengers sent by invisible forces to watch over us. Their appearance inside your home might signal the arrival of a long-awaited opportunity or a positive shift in your personal or professional life. So, when a ladybug lands on you, it's more than just a pretty bug. It's a reminder that the universe is aligning in your favor. Crickets also have a deep spiritual significance in many cultures. Their chirping is often seen as a comforting sound, one that reassures you that you're not alone. In many spiritual traditions, crickets are believed to be messengers from your ancestors or spiritual guides, reminding you that they are near and watching over you. If a cricket unexpectedly appears in your house, it's a sign that these spiritual forces are offering their support and guidance. Crickets also symbolize luck and self-awareness, encouraging you to trust your intuition and slow down. Their presence invites you to reflect on your life's journey and reassures you that everything is unfolding as it should. In some beliefs, crickets are seen as having the power to promote manifestation, especially when you're focused on a goal or desire. Hearing the sound of a cricket when you're in the process of manifesting something is seen as confirmation that your intentions are aligned with the universe. Flies are another insect that many people associate with annoyance, but in spiritual terms, they can carry important messages. If a fly suddenly appears and starts buzzing around, especially when there's no obvious reason for its presence, it's often seen as a wake-up call. Flies are believed to appear when your energy is out of balance, when you're feeling drained, stuck, or overwhelmed. The presence of a fly is a reminder to take better care of yourself, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. It's telling you to slow down, rest, and recharge. In some spiritual readings, flies are also associated with unresolved issues or problems that need your attention. They might be pointing out things that are being ignored or avoided, urging you to address them before they become bigger challenges. Lastly, let's talk about dragonflies. These beautiful insects are powerful symbols of transformation, growth, and spiritual enlightenment. In many cultures, dragonflies are seen as messengers of change, encouraging us to embrace new beginnings and personal growth. In Japan, dragonflies are highly revered, and there's even a legend that associates the country with dragonflies, calling it the Island of Dragonflies. If a dragonfly appears in your home, it's a sign that you are undergoing or about to undergo a positive transformation. It's a reminder to let go of past burdens, embrace new opportunities, and trust that the universe has a bigger plan for you. In spiritual traditions, dragonflies are also connected to the wisdom of past lives, representing a deep understanding of your soul's journey. Now that you understand the spiritual meanings behind these insects, start paying attention to their presence in your life. Have you noticed a certain insect visiting you often? Do you sense that they're trying to communicate with you in some way? And what about other signs or symbols you encounter in your daily life? Is the universe trying to send you messages that you haven't noticed yet? If you found this video fascinating, just imagine what else you could discover in our next one. Click on the video that's popping up on your screen to dive deeper into the secret signals the universe is sending you every day.